Good morning. It's the bathrobe hour. Nobody gets to see what's under this. Okay, so this morning from the book, we're going to read about paradox, because there's a lot of paradox going on. Good things, not so good things. So, paradox. The bounty of contradiction. It's a little heavy because it's about my mother's death, but hang with me. My mother was as fierce and irascible at her death as she had been in life. Her last few months were spent in bed, trapped by lung cancer and a broken hip she'd had rebuilt but refused to rehabilitate. When she wasn't hollowed out and sleeping, she was thrashing in her sheets and screaming in a voice sharp enough to cut bone. And I remember that sound. For 68 days, with the help of hospice, I stood at her bedside, lighting her cigarettes, writing out her hallucinations, pinning her to the mattress to force morphine under her tongue. Those were the hardest, most harrowing days of my life. They were also the most beautiful. At the end of each day, when Mom was finally sleeping soundly, I slipped outside into the salty Florida air and took long, deep breaths, releasing the panic I'd been keeping at bay. Leaning my elbows on the patio railing, I peered into the night and took in the moon rising through the cypress grove, felt the southerly breeze, listened to laughter spilling out from neighbors' windows. In spite of all our suffering, life was full of joy and comfort. The night she died, I went to the beach. It was nearly midnight, and a storm to the north was stirring the sea into a tumult of swells and crashes. My mother hadn't been easy, but I'd loved her. Our road together had been turbulent, yet I'd showed up in full-hearted service, offering her kindness when she needed it most. That night, standing at the warm water's edge with palm fronds clapping in the wind, I befriended paradox. I came to know that we are most alive when pain lives next to joy, when grief and gratitude breathe the same air. I understood that life is at its most vibrant when we open our arms and embrace the contradiction. And the quote is from Havelock Ellis. All the art of living lies in the fine mingling of letting go and holding on. All the art of living lies in the fine mingling of letting go and holding on. I love that. Is that perfect for the COVID-19 situation or what? Yeah, that was a good one today. Thank you all for listening. The kitties are eating. Judith is in bed consuming the latest statistics, which I will enjoy in probably 10 minutes, hearing curated through her impeccable mind. That's it, everybody. Hopefully the sun will come out. And I'll see you tomorrow.